Shut up.
You should. This is the best music ever.
Back in 80s.
It's like, it just makes you want to dance and move like a little mouse rat electric type. Dun, 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 dun. It is such a good video.
It's a good film.
It's an amazing film. I wonder if anyone would believe that I actually watched this and had it on for an hour and 40 minutes. I didn't necessarily watch it for an hour and 40 minutes, but I had this music on loop for an hour and 40 minutes because of this video. I wonder how many people in that King Thing chats have actually been fooled by me posting it as well. That's the other funny bit here. Dun, 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 dun. Should we actually do the proper show now?
Da, da, da. No, I'm dancing.
I'm doing the proper show. Hello and welcome to 159th edition of That King Thing. I nearly messed that up and saved it, but now I've said that, you know what I did. I was too distracted by watching little Pikachu dance to the tunes. Oh, it's such a good video. Such a good video. It's not even tunes, is it? It's just 180s thing on loop. I get away with saying things like that because this is a gaming podcast, and I am your host and eldest sibling, Thomas. And I am joined by middle sibling, Joshua.
Not your middle sibling, like he's your eldest sibling, like you just said, though.
I didn't say that.
You said,
so.
I'm your host and eldest sibling.
Doesn't matter. I didn't say I'm your eldest sibling, did I?
You just did.
If you're going to argue semantics, argue them correctly. And James is here as well.
Aye. He's not really here, though, is he? 'Cause he's playing FIFA still. He's playing FIFA 19, practicing at the moment.
Are you being sexist? Because I'm playing women's FIFA, actually.
What did he say that was sexist?
Because he don't want me to play women's FIFA.
He never said that, did he?
No, I said you are. You're not
So
here
you're
entirely.
going to accuse him of things.
Yeah, James, if I've got to get semantics right, you've got to get your accusations correct as well.
Soz, bro. Do you want me to play FIFA, Joshua?
Yeah, why not? Just means you don't get a point when we're playing a game.
You never would anyway.
I've had one all year, and we're in bloody May.
I know.
It's been a bad year.
I can't believe I'm at 7, but we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Let's start where we always start, I guess. Now
The game.
Yeah.
It's time to play a game.
Mix
No,
it
it's
up.
not. No, it's not.
While we're playing the
It's
game,
actually time for...
while we're playing the game, can we have that music on quietly in the background, please?
Maybe. Oh, little Pikachu!
You need to stop.
I'll get rid
I'm
of
going
it.
to break my chair. I'm bouncing around too much on it.
That doesn't even make sense, but okay. I guess you mean that you dancing.
Yes, I'm dancing.
What have we been doing this week other than obsessing over that Pikachu video?
I finished Final Fantasy X, and I've moved on to 10-2.
Have you done the Chocobo race where you have to collect balloons?
Yes, I have.
I've done Brothers race.
I've not done all of the extra things in the game, but I have done the Chocobo race.
I just wondered because
And got my
I got a
achievements
message.
fully traded in it and stuff.
Yeah, I got a message from Nats requesting to help because
They are not
apparently
easy.
it's not very easy.
No,
and I remember doing it on Final Fantasy X way back, the original time, back when there was no achievement for doing it. So why I spent the time doing it, I
Yeah.
have no idea. But
You get to
Yeah.
Calmlands and you've got to fully train one, and then you unlock
Yeah.
a race which you have to finish to fully train
Yep.
your Chocobo
That's
for
the
an
one.
achievement. And it's not easy. Once you get hang of it, it's okay. But then trying to beat your own record is the hardest thing in the fucking world. But yeah. I went back to do that because I just fancied a break from trying to beat final boss because I kept getting wiped out by him. Yeah, fully finished. I recorded my final fight with the last boss. It's a 20-minute fucking fight.
I still need to go back and do 9 on all the many platforms I own it on now.
The entire fight has the thingy song in it as well. Who is it that sings the song for opening a game?
Oh, yeah, it's the Rammstein song, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the entire fight with the final bosses, that song.
Yeah,
constantly.
I forgot about that.
It's right good. It's the best final boss fight music I've ever heard.
Well, let's just put it on, because I've already got us banned off YouTube again this week for the Pikachu song, so... I wonder if that is copyrighted. I wonder if we're going to get done for that. Wouldn't surprise me.
It is in a film, and I don't know if they've made it for the
film.
Well,
it's Warner
not.
Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's Warner Brothers' own music, that piece of music, we're screwed. It's another week we're going to get done on YouTube.
Oh
well. We're up to 18 whole subscribers now. I'm amazed. It's for reals. You're laughing, but it's true.
Yeah, that Pikachu video that you found has got how many views now?
All right, just because Pikachu's obviously more like
6.2 million.
In less than 24 hours.
17,000 subscribers.
So Pikachu's a little bit more popular than us. I'd expect that. That makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose it does, yeah.
So, yeah, fuck you, Joshua.
Are you putting Rammstein on?
No, I'm not putting Rammstein on.
All right. I've also played...
Because that is a surefire way to get in trouble with YouTube.
Possibly even Spotify.
We'd definitely get in trouble off Spotify if I did that. I definitely can't do that. That's why we had to change all the music for stuff like the game intro.
Triple H.
Yeah, it used to be the Motorhead song and stuff like that, and all that stuff had to go because we wouldn't survive on Spotify if we did. I'm surprised that they let the old episodes on that still have it, but
I suppose it's because
this is the bit where somebody from Spotify hears this one episode and goes, what? And goes back and checks everything and just goes, delete! No!
Another one bites the dust, and another one gone. And another...
Singing it yourself is acceptable as far as I know.
Yeah, no.
Or using it for critique purposes is
so
fine.
If every week since we joined Spotify, we just sang the Motorhead song, we'd be okay
we do
with
sing
that.
a lot of songs. Think about
true.
how many songs we do.
The call never bothered me anyway.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I can
It
show
felt like I
you
could have
the
done this week.
Why are we singing Disney songs? I don't know. We don't know any others.
It's Drunken Disney. It's going to be a thing, Drunken Disney.
The only other thing of note that I've done is play a few Game Pass games and play
Game Pass games.
Fucking hell. Just Cause 4 is one of them. I finished Thomas.
Just Cause 4?
Alone. Yeah, Just Cause 4.
He's on Game Pass?
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's in
Is that what?
In Microsoft Awards, it's on there as one of the games to complete some achievements in to earn some points on there. So I've been going through.
Just Cause 4 isn't even 6 months old yet.
Yeah, it's recently released.
Wow,
fair one.
It's on there, so I downloaded it and played it for a bit. It's okay. It's just not something that I can very easily get into.
Well, yeah, I never properly finished Just Cause 3 because it was entertaining for a while, but it was one of those things where I just got bored of doing the same thing over and over again. And then when I tried to get back into it, I'd lost it. Like I'd lost the will to play it.
Yeah, like I've not gone back on it since I got the achievements I needed to earn me points on Microsoft Awards. So,
I would like to make everybody aware right now that I think I've been approached by a sex bot on Discord right now.
Right, this
Nice.
It just says hi, so I'm going to say hello. I'll let you know how this.
Titties.
I'll let you know how this evolves over the course of the podcast.
Okay, then.
James, what have you been doing?
Yes. I've been playing FIFA The Journey. I never touch them, so I thought I'd start playing it. I've been away, so I've not really had time to play much. I played Angry Birds 2 quite a bit on a tablet. So
Thomas doesn't care about phone
really.
games, James.
Sorry, I'm just replying to one of the many people I've conned with that Pikachu movie link. Someone just replied to it and put, How is this on the internet already? Especially YouTube, and then literally 65 seconds later went ha 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 with lots of laughing emojis.
Please send a link to your sexbot friend.
I haven't got that far with my sexbot friend yet. They've not replied
Okay,
yet.
then.
I'll tell you if they do, don't worry. Sorry, James. What else have you done other than the journey?
Nothing really. I've been away and played Angry Birds 2 on a tablet a lot. So
nothing.
that's me. Nah.
Angry
you,
Birds
Thomas?
does not count.
And we've already established this, Thomas.
You just weren't listening. What have you done, Thomas?
I played Angry Birds 2.
Shitloads of Spider-Man, and I mean fucking shitloads.
Right.
I wouldn't say I've nearly finished it, but I've collected just about everything there is to collect that I can collect so far, because it's just that much fun, like swinging around the city and just exploring. So instead of going and doing the missions, the main story missions, I'm probably not that far into the story. I'll not say where I'm up to because it's spoilers for people, but I've progressed to the point where you've discovered the day-to-day identity of the main bad guy. So anyone that has played it will kind of know roughly where I'm up to. But I've not done a huge amount of the story, other than when I've got to a point where I've collected everything I can kind of collect for a little while, and the story mission's the only one left.
Is it Joffrey the Gecko?
Yeah, it's Joffrey the Gecko. What a shit throwback. You could have done so much better than that. What a shit throwback.
Is it backwards linear?
That one's a very niche throwback that even took me a minute to remember. So.
Who the fuck is backwards Lenny?
It's a Tetris piece.
Who that game developer James
Ed
guessed
Beach.
the name of? And Ed Beach.
Other than that, I've played a few games of Rocket League and stuff like that, but not really.
How are you doing
anything.
at Rocket League?
I'm shit up, mate. Ask PKL's 555.
Hi, Paul.
In the past few days, I've played Rumble. I was Gold 3, I think. Got myself all the way up through Platinum into Diamond and won me 10 games so that I get my reward at end of season for being
I don't know any
Diamond
of that means,
or something.
So.
I increased my rank about 23 times or something daft because there's like 4 tiers per rank.
I see.
So quite a lot of Rumble.
Well, I have just played normal games. But yeah, the first game didn't go so well because I had my camera set weird on the Xbox for some reason, and I realised that if I set it the same way I have it on the PlayStation, I'm actually good.
Do you have it zoomed out at all?
A little bit. I have it on one of the default ones that's called wide angle, I think. But the thing that I've learnt to do with good effect now is swapping the camera between the two different cameras. If I'm playing it a lot, I've now got used to swapping between ball cam and non-ball cam when it's appropriate.
I could never use the non-ball cam.
I couldn't for a long time, but now I only use the ball cam if I'm like traveling back towards goal and I want to know where the ball is, so I can attempt to stop it if it starts coming towards me. But the angles, it's why I used to miss the ball so much, because the angles when you're in ball cam are really skewed, because if you get a little bit alongside the ball, you start like drifting past it and the camera starts turning because it's focused on the ball, and then you end up missing completely. Whereas when I'm on the one where you're focused on the car, I can actually kind of twist myself in midair and jump towards the ball to actually make use of it.
Yeah, it makes dribbling easier and controlling it in air and on walls a bit easier as well. That's why I use the. I don't know. It's not. It's like car cam, isn't it, or whatever? Normal
car cam.
Camera.
Dash cam.
So you got ball cam.
My
Car cam or whatever.
My sex bot is actually somebody asking me about a streamer.
Yeah.
Why they've asked me, I have no idea. So they've just said.
About?
Is so and so? I'll not say the name because it might shame somebody. But it says, is this person the streamer live tonight or not?
Yeah, but that's breaking the ice. Ask her how much a polar bear weighs.
I don't even know if it's female, do I?
So, it's 2019, bro.
It doesn't mean I want a dick inside me. Moving on. I think I've got anything else to add before I go into the news.
Just do the news. I think we've skewed it away from what we've been
got rid
doing
of that.
this week.
We've done that.
Oh, news.
The news. I almost forgot to.
Right, let's have a look what we've got. Okay, here's an interesting one that I want to see what people's opinions are over the next couple of days. EA Access, the subscription service it's Origin Access on PC, it's EA Access on Xbox, and it is coming to PS4 in July, which will effectively give you the same service as what's on the Xbox and Origin, except because of the way that PS4 can't do the backwards compatibility to PS3, you're probably going to get less games for your money on PS4.
Nice.
I don't. That's how I interpret this anyway. They're also being very, very sly about how they're advertising this, because it says a growing library of EA games. One of the top 3 games on here is Apex Legends, which is a free-to-play game anyway. You do not need EA Access to get that. And then the other two in the first 3 that are on this first row, the other 2 are Anthem and Battlefield 5. And the only thing that you get with EA Access for those is the 10-hour trial. You don't get the game.
I think Battlefield 5's on it now. Battlefield 5's on the...
Not according to this. It says it's a play first trial.
Oh.
According to this, it says it's a play first trial.
I thought when Battlefield... Oh no. Battlefield 5's the new one, isn't it?
Battlefield 5's the newest one,
Oh,
yes.
right. No, yeah, I'm thinking Battlefield 1, sorry.
Yeah, Battlefield 1's on it.
Yeah.
So, but the first 3 games are Anthem, which is a trial, not a actual Vault game. Battlefield 5, which is a trial and not a Vault game, and Apex Legends, which is a free game anyway. You've then got FIFA 19, which is again a trial and not the full game yet, because the season's not quite finished. NHL 19, which is a Vault game, and NBA 19, which I think is a Vault game as well. But it just shows that they're advertising this and it's just trials.
Pay all this money and get trials.
Yeah, you see, the thing is with EA Access, it's like, to us, it's £20 a month, which...
£20 a year?
Sorry, that's what I meant. £20 a year, yeah. But if you don't mind playing your sports games in the off-season, which generally is what I tend to do most of, for example, I'd very rarely play Madden while the NFL season's on, but now it's the lead up to the next season. I'm tempted to play it, and it's on EA Access. Same with NHL 19. I'm not that bothered about playing it because I'm not very good at NHL games. Then I'm not very good at Madden, to be fair. But my point is, I don't play them enough to warrant going out and spending £55 or whatever it is on the full game. Yeah. So I'm happy to wait until the season's over and then just have a few mess around games with my mates and who also like those sports or are willing to play those games. And so £20 a year for me is ideal. Plus, when you do buy a game in full, you get the 10% discount anyway. So you get like £5 something back every 20 when you buy a game, depending on what the price of the game is. And if you buy something that's quite high package, you get even more back, like an Ultimate Edition or something. Yeah. And that £20 a year saved me 60-something pounds on Anthem because if I'd have not played that 10-hour trial that I got free with EA Access, I'd have bought that game.
True.
So it saved me money there as well.
There.
Exactly. So I don't think it's as bad a deal as some people make out, but it's definitely going to be worse for PS4 players just because it's not got that backwards compatibility stuff on it because there's no way to do it as far as I'm aware. So whether the price will be slightly different on PS4 remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But if it's cheap enough, I'd potentially get it on PS4 and just play out-of-date FIFA against scrubs on PS4 and get some free trophies and shit like that. And means I could play Unravel 2 and A Way Out with people on PS4 as well. Stuff like that. Yeah, Way Out's in the vault.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So that's that news anyway. Moving on. What else have we got? Oh, yeah, sticking with PlayStation, there is a State of Play brief, which is their sort of live stream broadcasting thing, a bit like Nintendo Directs. It's that kind of thing. And it's essentially to show off an extended play of MediEvil. So it's only like a 10-minute thing from what they're saying. But it is a look at MediEvil and the remaster. Did we say it was a remaster or a remake? We called it a remake, didn't we? It's a remake, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, reboot, remake are the same thing. But the key thing is that remaster is not a remake. Remake is building it again. Remaster is like what they did to Spyro, where it's exactly the same, just updated skins. Yeah. This is a remake because it involves changing the game slightly. But it does look pretty good from what we've already seen, so it'd be nice to see more of that. They've also said there's going to be a first look at a new PS4 title. So, don't know what that could be.
MediEvil.
Well, no, because we've already seen it, you bellend. Yeah, I don't know what that might be. To be honest, I can't think of anything that's coming out on PS4 that we've not seen anything of but heard of, if that makes sense. Off the top of my head, it escapes me anyway what it could be. So, be interesting to see what that is. And then they've also tagged it with a thing saying, "One note, please do not expect any updates relating to our next generation plans this time around. Sorry." And it literally says that on the end of the little briefing.
That's great.
So,
put that in.
Yeah. Well, they don't want people spreading rumours and talking shit, I guess, do they? See, like, there's people already trying to say The Last of Us 2, but we've already seen The Last of Us 2. So
Uncharted, a new one.
I thought they'd said that they'd done with Uncharted, though, or at least Nathan Drake's side of Uncharted.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure they said they were done with that. Could be a new Spider-Man teaser.
Ooh.
With how long that's been around. And actually, I'm pretty sure that they did say at one point that there was going to be a Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I'm pretty sure that someone at some point... Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn was...
3 years?
I want to say 2017. It was in that early 2017 window, so just over 2 years now.
Yeah.
Give or take a bit.
I suppose if they announce a Spider-Man, it gives them another 6 years to work on it because it keeps getting put back. So.
Yeah, there is that.
So they could say, yes, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. The thing is that the Horizon Zero Dawn 2, I'm pretty sure, was more or less confirmed a couple of months ago, like March time or something like that. So, and it was through like leaks and stuff, but it was pretty much nailed on that it was going to happen at some point. So maybe it is because of that. They've got something to show. If they do show it, I think it'll literally just be like one of those sort of 30-second to 60-second teasers, and it won't be much. I think the main focus will be the MediEvil thing, and they'll just kind of drop that in towards the end. If that's what it is. That's my guess anyway. So if I'm right, I'll be happy. But yeah, I'd be interested to look at MediEvil.
Yeah.
Who was it that asked us about that recently? Was it just us talking about it? Was it you, James, that said it, or was it a question from a listener?
Quite a lot. But I think someone might have mentioned it, but I'm not sure who.
For some reason in my head, I think somebody said, "What's the deal with MediEvil?" It feels like we've not heard anything about it for a long time now.
It sounds like something I could say, but possibly.
You're supposed to be Mr. Recall on this podcast. Come on.
Yeah,
You're supposed to know these things.
Some things that sync, some things don't.
Okay. So things like to bring out classic editions for anniversaries these days. We've got WoW Classic that's in beta, or whatever you want to call that. And then you've got, what is it, Old School RuneScape, which is that.
The Dawn.
Add another one to the list. Minecraft Classic. It is back.
To be fair, I'm glad they've done that because Minecraft's weird nowadays.
There's too much in Minecraft these days. Like, I preferred it when it was simpler times and you just used to punch trees and make houses.
Do you think they're going to bring out a Fortnite classic?
What, the bit without Battle Royale?
No, either that or just a bog standard Battle Royale that they first introduced would be great.
Yeah, but it's always had the building in it, hasn't it?
Shit. I'm fine with that bit. It's all the other weird shit.
But going back to Minecraft, like what we're supposed to be talking about, it's coming up to 10 years old now, believe it or not. It's nearly 10 years since Minecraft launched. I believe it's sometime in the middle of this month. It's only like a week or two away until the actual official birthday of Minecraft. But what they've done is it's the really old early editions of the game. The quote is, I will read it. You can run Minecraft Classic in your browser and you'll soon see why. With just 32 blocks to build with, all the original bugs and an interface only your mother could love. Minecraft 2009 is even more glorious than we remembered. You're in for a real treat, particularly if you're really into dyed wool, and who isn't? And then he's got a link to the actual thing. But my computer does not like it. Like, it didn't like the original Minecraft, funnily enough. I think it doesn't help that I'm trying to run it in a 4K Chrome browser. Like, trying to run it high end. So I'm going to try and run it on the more basic monitor and see what happens. But what I forgot about original Minecraft is you used to be able to literally just one punch everything. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't.
And so even like stone, you wouldn't get anything for it because you'd punched it and not mined it. But you could just like literally one punch your way through stone. So I went on it earlier and I literally just went dig, 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 and I was like at the core instantly. And I was like, I forgot you could do this in Minecraft. It was quite funny.
That's great.
So, but yeah, it's kind of like you join into a random seed when you open the browser, and then it gives you a URL to be able to get back into that seed, and you can have up to 10 people in it at once, which is pretty cool. So we should do some TKT Minecraft Classic.
I'm loading it up now.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
See if it runs on your computer. This is the bit where we lose Joshua from the podcast because his computer just goes.
I'm in. No, I'm in and it's all good.
Yeah. Try moving though.
Buy dirt.
Is it choppy?
No, it's perfectly fine. It's crisp. It's perfect.
Right, yeah, I need to stop running it in a 4K Chrome browser then. I need to run it on something downscaled. Okay, so while Joshua plays Minecraft and James plays FIFA, I'll move on to the last bit of news I have for this week, or at least the last bit I've put in here, which is Jedi The Fallen Order will officially have a gameplay demo at, it looks like it'll be EA Play, which is the EA showcase that's like the day before E3 officially starts, because they don't like being part of proper E3 anymore.
Yeah, they're weird, aren't they?
Yeah, so it was one of the Respawn guys, I can't remember who, but they tweeted about it saying, you know, the team's been working really hard on it and we're excited to give you some gameplay stuff at E3 next month. So that will be fun to see. I'm interested to see how it plays, basically, because despite it being an EA game, I am very interested in it. I'm not going to lie.
I'd like to see what it comes out like. It just depends, doesn't it? Because it's a new game and that. So
yeah, but I have more faith in something like this because it's Respawn.
Yeah,
Respawn, to my knowledge, have not had a balls up yet in their existence.
And when Titanfall came out and it didn't have a single player. They made a second game with single player.
Yeah, but that wasn't really a balls up, was it?
No,
Because
it wasn't.
everybody knew from day one that it was going to be a single player.
it
A
wasn't-
multiplayer only game.
It wasn't a balls up as such, but they then went on to make it how people wanted it in the second one. So they listened to people and did something good.
Like, if you think about if Fallen Order is a good Star Wars game, they've got quite a hit list, really, which is Titanfall, Titanfall 2, Apex Legends, Fallen Order, and then the potential that is Titanfall 3.
Yeah.
So, and they're working on some sort of VR thing. They've said that it's a VR first-person shooter, which is due to come out at some time this year.
Yeah.
But they've still not actually said what it is.
Please not
So
Titanfall
it's quite a hit
VR.
list, really.
Titanfall VR
Could
make
be.
me feel sick.
It could be, though. It could be something like that. It'd be pretty cool if it was. To
It
be
would
able
be.
to get in a Titan in VR.
That
It'd
would
be pretty
actually
sick.
It would be pretty cool, but the war
It
would
would,
be
but
pretty
it,
scary.
like you say, it make you feel sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be able to play it for.
What would you climb on to get in it? In your house?
My chair, I guess, and then just sit down on my chair. Don't know.
Because and
and then
then you
unless-
want to actually climb something. It's weird.
I've not used VR enough and to that extent to like really have that issue. Like a lot of the stuff that I've played has been, it's like a driving sim where I'm already sat in like a driving rig, like what I've got at home.
Yeah.
So you're in that environment, so it works. Or it's a game where you sort of sat, so it doesn't. The only one that really fucks with my head is when I played a demo of Mirror's Edge in
Yeah.
VR.
Oh God, fuck that.
That is
That would be horrible.
wow. Yeah, falling
Fuck off.
falling off something and missing your ledge in Mirror's Edge in VR is one of the scariest things ever. I do
No,
not
I
recommend
bet.
it to anyone.
That's rank. I won't be able to do that.
Yeah,
Fair play.
it's
Though.
horrible. So yeah, that is that. Has anyone else got any other news to add? Any other news to add, or are we carrying on to the next bit?
Let's carry on to the next bit.
Yeah, we like the next
Just-
bit.
Okay, Joshua's got no news for once. That's good in a way.
It's time to play a game.
Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da. I've successfully turned it down. Okay, it's time to play a game, as that famous now music suggests. This week is Joshua's game, so brace yourselves.
We're in for
yeah.
a cracker.
The scores overall at the moment are me on 7 wins, Joshua on 3, and James on 1. As it stands, I think I've still won every game that's
I think so,
not been my own, haven't I?
I'm not sure.
So-
I think Joshua might have won one.
I don't know, because I've hosted 4 by now. So it just means Joshua's won 3 of my games and you've won one of them. So, didn't you stage a miraculous comeback though one year?
I did.
Was that
yeah.
last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Joshua got his points frozen.
Yeah, that's right.
We still need a forfeit for you, actually.
They're called Never.
Oh yeah, I forget that I've got that to do.
Yeah. So we'll sort that eventually. We've still not worked out what you do. If anyone has any serious suggestions, we need something that will actually make James in some way uncomfortable, because everything I keep suggesting to him is just like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
And then try adding
So-
more to it as well.
Yeah, it's just weird. So we must find something that will at least make James slightly embarrassed, even though he is a man of no shame. Anyway, I'm babbling now, so Joshua, you can take control.
Hopefully, I won't make any noises like that, but I can't promise anything.
That's my rewind, nowhere to edit noise, but now you've ruined it, and it's going to have to stay.
Saved you some editing.
Fuck off.
Oh,
You cause most of my editing, you
I
bastard.
know I do. James does
When
it
you
on
lean in
purpose.
and then lean out, and then you lean in and then you're all the way over here, and then next time you talk, you're over here, and then sometimes you're over here, and then you're back here again.
When I do what? What you want about? I'm not entirely sure.
Can you actually sit properly with your microphone for once?
I've very shittily named my game Time of Arrival. I can't think of anything. I've got a list of 15 dates, which are release dates of consoles and games.
Oh, this is horrible.
I have
I hate
two
this.
clues.
I'm terrible at this.
I have two clues for each date, and basically you'll have to tell me what came out on the date that I tell you.
Here is a very stereotypical Joshua King game where the concept is very good. The execution may leave something to be desired. This is always the case with you. Game Nade is a good concept. I just do not like the execution. As with many of your other games, I think this is about to be one of those moments.
So yeah, I've got a list of 15 dates. Someone needs to go first. You're going to take it in turns, and you will not be able to pass it.
I'm losing. I'll go first.
Okay then. So the first date, it's for 3 points if you have no clues. For each clue you use,
I'm going to use
you
all
lose a
clues. Let's be
point.
serious.
25th of September 2007.
FIFA 2008.
No,
Why did you guess that?
that is a
straight
good.
away?
That is a good way to guess, though. He can keep guessing, but
Oh, can he? So it doesn't
Yeah.
pass to me because he got it wrong.
no, it will not get passed over until James
2008.
gives up. In which case, I will just
It
tell
wasn't
you what the game
2008.
is.
It was 2007.
Oh, 2007. Oh, God.
I know what it is already, so
Give us a clue.
Give you a clue.
I know what it is.
It's an Xbox exclusive game.
Halo
I need
Which
full
one, though?
title.
3.
Correct.
Bastard.
James gets 2 points.
Yeah.
Thomas, your date is the 22nd of June 2001.
Oh, 2001.
Jesus Christ.
I can just guess and not
You can just guess
After-
if you want.
June 2001.
Them old ones are where I'll really struggle.
Just trying to think what consoles we were on.
Oh, is it consoles as well?
Yeah, it's consoles and or
Ah,
games.
that's right, I'm screwed. I can't
Um,
remember what year Xbox came out.
I don't know. I don't think any consoles came out. It's just going to be a game. I think. It wasn't the PS2, was it? Or something like that. Was
No.
22nd of June.
22nd of June 2001.
Use a clue.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use a clue.
It is a console, not a game.
Ooh.
It is a console.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I might know it.
Unfortunately, James, it doesn't get past. If he gives up, you can have a guess, but you won't get any points.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough.
Was it the GameCube?
No.
Oh. I was about to answer then.
What else? What else came out then? I can guess as much as I want, can't I?
Yeah.
So is it the OG Xbox?
No.
Ooh, that was my guess.
Well, they both came out around that time.
It may be the same year, but it's not the thing that I've got listed here.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know, but you're giving me a specific date. I'm just guessing based on what I know came out around that time.
You have got another
So-
clue as well. Brings you down to
I'm
1
trying to think
point.
of any of the consoles. When you say console, the handhelds count.
Yeah, it's a games console.
That is a console.
Yeah, it's a handheld console.
Oh, it's one of the Game Boys then. Game Boy. When did I get my SP? That was. Oh fuck. The Game Boy Advance, the purple one.
Correct.
Yes.
I never got that.
I worked that out based off my SP Because I know that my SP came not long after that.
Yeah. James, your date is the 23rd of November 2004.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 23rd November 2004.
2004?
I'm just going to straight up say PlayStation 2.
Incorrect.
No, PlayStation 2 were way before that. That was before mine.
I think
PlayStation 2 was out
2
before the
is
GameCube and the
2000.
Xbox. Yeah, it must have been the year
I'm
before. If it
sure
wasn't
it's
the
something like
2001
that.
when I was guessing, it must have been the year before.
Oh my god.
What's the date again?
23rd of November 2004. Thomas
Is
has
it?
got it.
I think I know what it is.
Nintendo Wii.
No.
Right, give us a clue then.
I think I know what it is.
The biggest MMORPG on PC.
Oh, it's too easy of a clue, that.
World of Warcraft.
Correct.
Oh. I only got
I was
that
gonna
because of
say
the
RuneScape.
anniversaries. I only got that because it's 15 years later this year. That's
Yes,
how I
it is,
remembered.
I've pre-written my clues anyway, Thomas, so I can't deviate from them to make them easier or harder.
Well, you can.
I could just make them up if I wanted to, but I've
Yeah.
pre-written them, so I'm sticking to
That
them.
was a pretty easy clue, though.
The
That
31st
should have
of
been your
January.
last clue.
The 31st of January 2000. No, ignore that. I'm reading the next one. The 31st
At
of
least you got a heads up
January.
for your next one, James.
Just don't know the year.
I'm going to move it so that it's further down now. The 31st of January 1997.
1997?
Yeah.
Red card. Gotta think there's gonna be no sports games on this list because it's Joshua.
Well, why would I put the
N64
easy
came
ones
out.
in? They all come out in
Is it-
September.
Is it N64? Because that was
No.
97, I think. So it wasn't the N64.
Nope.
The PlayStation was already out by then, I think. It had been out a while. So it's not that. Is it something stupid like the PS1? Is it something like the PS1, as in the PS? You know how there was the PlayStation, which was always known as the PSX,
Yeah.
and then you got the PS1, which was that
No.
smaller version, and the PS1 Slim. Was it one of those stupid things?
No.
Just take a clue on it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, because other than that, I ain't got a clue.
This game has been recently remastered for multiple other consoles.
Oh, that's easy.
It's been remastered.
Well, re-released, remastered. HD
It's one of two
versions.
options here.
You reckon?
Yeah, straight up.
Are you thinking? You're thinking Crash and Spyro, aren't you? So yeah, Crash
Yeah.
and Spyro.
Incorrect, both of them.
Oh, what? Ooh.
Re-released or remastered?
Re-released. They claim that they're remastered, but they are re-releases.
It'd be one of the Final Fantasies, won't it?
Which one?
Oh, fuck. What year is it again?
97.
Final Fantasy 8? No.
No.
Have they even re-released 8?
I don't think they have now.
No, 7 then.
Yeah.
It's definitely not 9. 9's later than that, so 7.
9.
Is 7 right?
Yeah, 7 is right, yeah.
Ah, thank you. I didn't hear you confirm.
Yeah. So you've both got 4 points at the minute then. James, yours is the 14th of June, 1989.
Oh my
That should be an
God.
easy one.
Should it?
Should
NES.
no.
Nintendo 64.
Thomas was only 3 months old then. No.
Thanks for pointing that out.
It's got to be a console, hasn't it? Surely.
I'm not telling you that because that'd be a clue.
The only thing I can think of that's as old as me is there's a console. It's not a console, it's a handheld. So that's as much help as I'll give you without giving you a clue.
Right,
There's one thing I know that came out the year I was born. And it was a handheld.
A Game Boy.
No.
That gives a clue.
It's a game for the fucking thing, though, isn't it? Oh, come on, James.
I don't know all of it.
I ain't got a fucking clue.
Oh my fucking god.
Do it again.
Give me his last clue. Give me his last clue. Don't actually play it.
Why?
No. Because that's not fair. Because I already know what it is.
All right. You still can't get a point from this, even if you do know what it is.
I think he knows, and he just wanted you to do that again like a dickhead.
I'm done.
I actually don't know it.
Get clue number 2 on go then.
Please take the clue so we can move on.
Go on, get the clue. Fuck it.
Backwards Lenny comes from this game.
Tetris. I've never even played Tetris properly. So
How have you never played Tetris?
it's boring.
Oh my god.
That's because you're an idiot that can't.
Yeah, that's when Tetris came
can't do
out.
spatial
I've got a really,
awareness.
really fucking short attention span. And it
You don't
bores
need a
me.
long attention span. You just need to have good spatial awareness.
I ain't got that either. So.
We know that from all accidents you've had.
That's when Tetris came out on Game Boy anyway, that. Thomas.
So I was
you
kind of
were,
on the right lines
yeah.
with the Game Boy. I knew the Game Boy came out in 1989, that's all.
Yeah, so I think Tetris came out with it, didn't it? Same time.
Possibly, or maybe not long afterwards.
13th of September 2019.
Oh, that's too recent.
It's not even happening
It's in the
yet.
future, you bellend.
My head hurts.
What's due to come out? Is that supposed to be you doing a future noise?
Yeah, I'm trying to look into the future.
Hey!
Borderlands 3's got a September release date, hasn't it?
It does, and you are right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sick. That's the only one I know. There's that, and then Fallen Order's something like November, middle of November. They're the only two I know for future releases so far. At least that far in advance.
You were a
I
point
must be two in front.
Yeah, so
No, I got it in my second clue.
James has got
Yeah, and
5.
I got it on none.
James got 5, and Thomas is on at 7.
Yeah.
James, yours is the 18th of May 2012.
Is it? No, that's not a console, is it? 'Cause
It's worked. I've got the tune in your head.
I don't know. Give us a clue.
The prequel to this game came out last year.
Prequel to this game.
Isn't it good how I've helped him try and figure out a release date with another game's release date?
I ain't got a clue what that clue means. So.
Nor have I. So the game before the game in 2012 came out last year.
Yeah, the prequel. You know what a prequel is, don't you? Where the storyline is set before the original.
Oh my god. I've literally not got a clue.
You've got one left, so you do, technically. And I've already given you one.
Came out earlier this year.
No, it came out last year.
Oh, last year?
Yeah. The prequel to this game that we're on about came out last year.
Nah, just give me another clue.
Help me.
You never finished this game, but I think you finished the prequel.
Oh,
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, you get 1 point, James.
I wouldn't have got that.
2012.
2012, yeah.
Wow. When in 2012 was it?
The
2012.
first Red Dead Redemption came out in 2012. That's
No, I said
mental.
when in 2012 was it?
18th of May.
I see. That's what's thrown me.
Thomas,
May release dates. I'd have gone console for some reason for that.
the 28th of September.
Just saying 2010. Just looked.
What?
2010, bro.
Seriously, have I written it down wrong?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think I deserve 3 points
Well,
for that one. Just
It's
saying.
up to Thomas.
The question is how many others have you fucked up?
I shouldn't have fucked up any others.
Oh.
I thought 2012 were too late for Red Dead.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have got it anyway, James, to be fair, but you can have a point for me if you want.
Thank you.
I'll put it up to 2 then. And I'll change that to 2010 on my list.
3 points.
But you're on about, I've put you up to 2.
I said
From
3
one.
points, not 3 points.
Free.
Right.
Free.
Not the number 3. Okay.
Gratis.
Thomas,
Without charge.
Thomas, number 8, 28th of September 2018.
Oh, end of last year.
FIFA 19. Do it.
Don't come out in September though, does it? I thought,
Yeah.
Oh, no, it does.
It does. Do it.
Oh, that's
Did
not a
something
bad
else
shout.
come out
Do
on the
it,
same
do it,
day?
Do it. Do it. No, do it. Do
Yeah,
it,
go
do
on.
it.
James, you might have fucked yourself up here, but I'm going to say FIFA 19.
Correct.
You fucked yourself there. You should have let me.
I fucked myself when I agreed to do this gaming podcast. Let's be serious.
Yeah, but the one question you could have got right out of the whole 3.5 years I've been doing this, that's the one question you could have got right.
That's what I did. I did get it right. Just not for
I
my
know,
own points.
but not for your own game. That's my point.
One question about this next one. Am I allowed to use clues that are personal to us? Or should
Well,
I
I guess
keep
you're going to
them?
have to. I
If
thought
you've
you were
already
allowed to
written them
modify
down,
your
I
clues.
can modify this. I've got a backup clue just in case.
It doesn't matter.
It's your
just
game.
Alright,
Just do it.
21st of October 2008, James.
Oof.
The same year the Marvel Universe kicked off.
Iron Man.
No, it's not Iron Man. That wasn't a clue. It's just something that I realised.
Did that have any link at all then?
No.
Right, okay. Sorry, you threw me with it, that's all. 2008. What games were I smashing in 2008? Modern Warfare 2? Or was that 2007?
No.
What month?
October. 21st of October
Right.
2008.
Gives a clue. I ain't got no.
I don't know if I not to use that clue.
Just use the clue.
On the same day this came out, we as a family went on holiday and I bought it on that day.
Fable 2.
Correct.
Just for everyone out there, he literally spent the entire holiday in a caravan, sat playing
Fable 2.
He
Yeah.
would not leave.
Dedication.
I wasn't there, but I know about it.
I got all sorts that holiday. It was brilliant.
I barely left caravan. I didn't care. I finished it on that holiday as well. I finished a story on holiday. Thomas, the 27th of June 2008. Same year.
The summer. What sort of games come out in summer? Shit ones.
Flashpoint.
Considering Red Dead Redemption came out in May, it's not shit ones.
Well, judging by your dates, that could be completely wrong. I haven't got the foggiest. I'm trying to think what else I played the same year that I was playing. The Olympic game, was it just called Beijing?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
That is what it is, yeah.
Oh, that's the right guess.
Good show.
Do you know the only reason I guessed that is I literally
Summer.
started saying out loud, I'm trying to think of some things that I smashed the summer of 2008. And as I started saying that out loud, I remembered me and Joshua sat playing Beijing
With the
2008
burn, the
with
Yeah.
the palm burn from just going
Yeah.
on the fucking controller.
Trying to sprint.
That's a great guess. I'm very proud of that. Did I have any clues?
No, you
No,
didn't.
you
got
didn't.
3
Have any
points
clues,
for
did I?
that.
That were well played.
Yes!
That.
That's a right guess.
James, the 19th of November, 1998.
Oh my god.
I don't think you're going to get this without any clues, to be completely honest.
Medal of
It's not
Honor.
a game you don't. No.
It's not a game.
It's not a game that you are going to have ever played or even taken note of in your life. You know of it, but not.
Elder Scrolls.
No. Just shoot
Trying
off
to think
like
what
as many
it
game
is.
titles as you can that are guesses, and I'll just tell you no to them all. Because I know you won't get it. It's fallen like this.
Have you played any Tomb Raiders, James? Tomb Raider 2's around that sort of time, I think. Because I remember playing Tomb Raider 2 on PC around that sort of age.
I did, because I was all in for Triangle Tits.
It could be that, but
1998.
the only reason I remember that one is because we had it on PC at the grandparents. Because grandfather bought it. Grandfather bought
Yeah.
Tomb Raider. I used to sit and play Tomb Raider 2 and Oregon Trail all the time. What a weird combination of games.
1998, and it was
And FIFA 99.
The Witcher,
No.
Diablo.
No.
That's
If
the
it's
clue.
if it's a Diablo, oh no, would it be original Diablo? I can't remember when they came out.
Give us a clue.
A PC release by Valve.
Not the foggiest.
Oh, I know what it is. I think.
It's technically 2 clues in one.
Yeah, I think I know what that is. If you don't know what games Valve have done, James, then you're screwed and you need
They
another
don't
clue.
do many.
Because they don't do many, and this is.
Giz Final.
Let's put it this way: it's not exactly Left 4 Dead, is it? And it's not whatever else they do.
Did they do
Team Fortress.
Did they do Portal?
Yeah, Portals possibly a half. I nearly said it then.
Half-Life.
Portals.
And I didn't get my last clue.
Fuck!
2 points to James.
Fuck! You dickhead! You goaded me into that, Joshua, asking me stupid questions.
Right, you're in front of him anyway, so don't worry too much about it. Thomas, your next day, number 12, so we've got 4 left. The 22nd of May, 2001.
Oof, 2001.
Summer.
Okay, I'm going back to the consoles from 2001 again, so Xbox and GameCube.
The consoles now.
Trying to think what we played on consoles back then. Oh, is that Final Fantasy 9? Maybe.
No.
Surely he won't put 2 in.
I think Final Fantasy 9's 1999. I think it's only 2 years after. I'm going to soft Google that.
Well, then
now.
where's 8? There's no way they did a Final Fantasy game every year. Soft Google that, and
Not
I'm
when they're
telling
4
you,
discs.
Final Fantasy 9 is either 2000 or 2001.
Final Fantasy 9 was 2000. Let's have a look at Final
Nah, I
Fantasy
told
8.
you. Okay, so
1999.
something after Final Fantasy 9.
So there were 2 years between
What else was I
7
playing
and 8.
around then? Gives a clue.
I'm going to have to stick to him. The logo of this game is a fist holding a mining pick.
Red Faction.
Yeah, indeed it is. Yeah, there's only 2 years between Final Fantasy 7 and 8, and then 1 year between 8 and 9. So for at least 2 years straight, they released a Final Fantasy game.
Minor
nice
bit
to
of
know.
consistency.
James, the 1st of October, 1998.
Why is James keep getting these ridiculously old ones?
They've not all been recent, to be fair. I've tried to keep away
No,
from
but it
recent
feels like
ones.
James keeps getting the older
Yeah, I know.
ones.
If I
It's
want to
tight, innit?
redo the game, I might do a very recent one.
Like last week, please.
Did anything
What came
come
out last week, James?
I don't know, but I know EA Access is coming to PS4 in July. Just give it a clue. Fuck it.
Yeah, so you might as well take clues at this point.
Sir Daniel Fortes.
MediEvil!
Oh,
Yeah.
With his cute little cobweb in his eye. Socket.
Thomas, 31st of May, 1999.
oh fucking hell.
MediEvil 2!
FIFA. No, it can't be FIFA 2000 because it's too early in the year.
Why has he not put FIFA Street in? There's got to be FIFA Street in there somewhere, Joshua.
I might
is
change
that
my
maybe
last
the-
one now.
Is that maybe when one of the first Grand Theft Autos came out? GTA?
No.
That was around then.
He's done a Rockstar.
I have actually
Yeah,
done a
fair
Rockstar
point.
game, yeah. Good point.
What else was I playing around then? What year? 99?
99, yeah.
It's just before the PS2. What were like the last hurrahs of PS1?
Hurrah!
Gran Turismo 2.
No.
Clue it up.
Yeah, give me a clue.
A PlayStation 1 game revolving around monkeys.
Ape Escape.
Correct. That's two
I feel like
for
your
Thomas.
initial clues are a bit too easy.
That's what I think, but
Just
I can make it harder.
just so that next time you play the game, next time you host it,
yeah,
sorry, you
that's
might-
fine.
difficult clues on the first one.
how many more of these is there? Because we've
There's
been here
one
like
more-
40 minutes.
There's one more. The last one, number 15, which James is on. I believe you've already won,
And it's
Thomas,
worth
but I've not added up
15
the
points
Yeah.
if I get it in the first
This
go.
is how is this fair that he gets an extra go?
He doesn't get an extra go.
He does
I
because
was
he
first.
started, and if there's 15
true.
questions,
Just
Yeah,
another
that
tip
would
for you,
actually be
Joshua.
Good
Do
point.
an even amount of questions.
I've done 15 on. No, I've done 15 on purpose in case I needed a tiebreaker. So James has
just
got
let James
two,
have it.
four,
If I get it right
He can't
straight
win,
away,
can he?
I gotta win.
7.
No,
Straight away, first guess without.
unless you're 2 points behind me, you don't.
It's Joshua's game anyway.
He's not added them up properly, has he? Here we go.
He's not even got the question. He's writing it now.
Thomas is on 17. James is on 13. So if James gets this right in one go, he's still not beat Thomas.
Right, go on, James.
I
go
thought
for
we
it.
were
I'll
both double
even help.
29th of August 2017.
Oof.
Ugh. That's minging. What games come out in August?
Not a lot.
Spider-Man. No, that was last year. Shit.
No, it's too soon.
Too soon,
too
bro.
recent, that.
Too soon. 2017.
Oh, we were just talking about it earlier. Try. Oh no, it was early. No, it was early 2017. Never mind.
Games don't really come out in August that are worth anything, so
That
Prob-
is true.
I'm probably gonna
I'll tell you-
regret saying
I'll
that.
tell you one game that does come out in August.
What?
Formula One games.
And sometimes Darksiders games.
Darksiders
2
3.
came out. No.
Um,
Darksiders 2 came out in August, a few days after my birthday.
Was it the F1 game though?
No.
Give me a clue.
Dinosaur-based survival
Ark.
game. Correct.
Yeah.
I see. That's isn't that the full release of it, or is that the?
I believe that's the full release of it.
Oh no, is it?
No, I think that's the beta or alpha or whatever.
That's
it
the
was.
beta that we were playing on PC, I think. Is it?
No, I think
don't
it came onto console
can't
then.
remember. Oh, I don't know.
The release
Who
of
cares?
paid DLC for a game. No. Yeah, still in early access. Yeah.
Okay. I win.
I do have a bonus one.
Ooh, bonus one! Bonus one!
Okay, bonus one.
This one is specifically for James,
Ooh.
and it's backwards.
FIFA
when
Street.
did FIFA Street come out?
Oh.
Because I knew you'd get it other way around.
Just give me a clue. What console does it start on? PS2?
What?
It's PS2, isn't it?
Yeah, the first one was on PS2, I think. I don't remember it being on PS1. Excuse me. That's how boring Joshua's game.
Give him credit. That were actually all right for Joshua.
It just took forever, that's all.
Give me a
We're already well over an hour.
I'm going with the fact it was
I'm
on
just
PlayStation 2. So, 2004.
Close, 2005, according to Wikipedia. Apparently, they remastered it in 2012 for PS3.
They did Pro Street, but I can't remember.
They did FIFA Street remastered
Oh.
in 2012.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I just thought I'd fuck around with that date. Thomas wins.
Might as well move on. I already heard my music.
What about the scores?
Oh, yeah. Hey, is that old trick? Seems how I won. Oh, I've won again. That puts me on 8, and Joshua on 3, and James on 1.
Yay.
Incoming. James, you're going to have to do this because it was Joshua's game.
Oh, yes. So we asked this week, with E3 just over a month away, what do people hope to see? And we've had some pretty hefty responses, to be fair. Wow, I'm going to be here all week. So Dummy 2008, Paul Carter, part of the Paul Posse.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
As I keep bringing it up all the time, Lost Odyssey could do with a sequel, along with an announcement that Shenmue 3 will come to Xbox. Other than that, some fantasy hopes would be more story-driven RPGs to enjoy, not just FF games. I'm guessing that's Final Fantasy games.
I'd assume
Yep,
so.
but more diverse. I would still love a deal with Xbox and Nintendo on Rare Replay. Allow it to go to Switch in exchange for allowing the license-restricted games available on both consoles. It would boost sales of the game and be a good move for the gamers of both consoles.
That's not a bad shout, to be fair,
Yeah.
because of the new connection that seems to be growing between Microsoft and Nintendo for like Xbox and
They
Switch
should do it just to
relations.
piss Sony off.
I think when Microsoft get their xCloud working properly and public release, it's probably going to be available on a Switch.
Possibly.
I think that's where they're going to end up going.
Yeah, the relationship between the two seems pretty good. And it would be nice because there are certain rare games that were on the N64 that aren't in the likes of Rare Replay because of the licensing issues and stuff like that. So it would be nice if you could get hold of those somehow and some sort of sharing between the two might work. Whether it'll happen is another question, but we're definitely moving more into a place in the industry where that kind of thing could happen, I guess, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
Dan Smith says, I want to see Dying Light 2. I know they said about it before, but got a proper hard-on for that game release. Not related, but did you see what's been said about Sonic the Shithog film? Looks like the CGI will get an overhaul.
Yeah, they are planning on changing
Yeah.
it.
The director tweeted, I think it was the director tweeted saying, we've heard your feedback loud and clear, we're going to make changes. So it's, yeah.
It's good to hear that the people...
It's good that they're listening.
Yeah. I want
The
to
thing
know what
is,
to do,
this-
though, now.
This isn't... I don't always just agree with outrage culture because it can be really annoying and irritating. Like being outraged for the sake of being outraged.
Yeah.
But I think with this, it was just universal agreement that the thing didn't look right.
Yeah, I know. And
And
I'm glad they're changing it. And they only really need to change that. The rest of the film looked good, like we said last week. The rest of it looks all right.
Yeah.
Like story-wise, and the other actors and stuff look fine. But he just looks far too much like a young child that can run fast and has a real bad hair problem.
Like we said, it's an origin story. So unless something happens to Sonic,
he gets stretched out and stuff.
you never know.
Oh, yeah.
Any thoughts on the Dying Light 2 thing or not?
Did we bring it up? Because
There's-
it is going to be at E3.
I think
There's,
Dan Smith did say the other week that he was excited for the release of it, and we were all like, "Has that not come out yet, or what?" Like,
No, I don't think that. No, that wasn't Dying Light 2. I think I brought it up because they tweeted a couple of weeks ago saying that it's going to be definitely at E3, and I'm pretty sure we brought it up as just one of those brief news things at the end of the news. And then that's when you maybe said, "Has that not come out yet?" Because I'd forgot about it.
I am excited for it, but new games and that gone off them.
Yeah, because I was asking, because I never played the original. And I think I was asking you two about what you thought of the original. Yeah.
But no, just have to see how it does on release, and then I might consider getting it. Aaron Thomas says, "To be fair, I've not heard anything about another Thief game, but I would love to hear something come up, even if it is just a mention. I know the new one was received with mixed reviews, but having been a fan for the first game, I thought it was fine, though there's always a chance for the next one to be a pile of shit." That's usually the case with new games nowadays.
Yeah,
anyway.
unfortunately, when people keep running franchises, they tend to ruin them.
I did like Thief, though.
The last Thief wasn't that bad. I haven't been back and played it again since I played it.
But it's a sort of one-time play game, really. I think it's not like Assassin's Creed's where you sort of you can just go on that to mess about. Really, I just used to go in and fight guards on top of buildings and stuff. So that was my weekends.
Yeah, it's a little more path-driven, isn't it, Thief, I think.
Nats says, "I love Lost Odyssey, but to be honest, I feel like it wrapped up really well and wouldn't necessarily need a sequel, but I'd still get one if there was one. Starting to let go of the primal remake / remaster dream. I want to see a Kingdoms of Amalur.
Kingdoms of Amalur.
Kingdoms of Amalur 2, but that won't happen. It's also going to feel like a really unfinished E3 with Sony there, but what can you do?"
You mean without Sony there?
Oh yeah, without Sony there, but what can you do?
A bit quicker. You won't have as many things to tune into.
Do you not think Microsoft and Nintendo should do a joint one?
just
really piss Sony off. This is what we want to do together.
There's got to be some jokes made at some point about the fact that they're not there and they're the ones that don't like crossplay like everybody else does.
Yeah. It'd be great. Just imagine that. Brilliant.
Nintendo might actually get an English-speaking presentation.
They do have an English-speaking... Well, no, it's less likely now because Reggie's gone.
True.
So, fuck chances of it being in English
I
at
wonder if
all.
we're going to see Bowser.
It's going to be pre-recorded and completely in Japanese now that there's no Reggie.
Why can't we?
Labo.
Why can't we get Bowser up on stage?
Because he's not real.
Why can't someone just actually turn up instead of pre-recording
No, I
it?
mean the guy who's in charge of the American side of Nintendo now.
Oh, the new Bowser guy. Sorry, I know what you mean now. Well, be more specific. There's more than one Bowser at Nintendo. Yeah, get the new Bowser guy up. The Reggie replacement guy. Let's get him.
Yeah. Deja and Tender will hold King.
Just will.
A surprising answer from me this week. I want to see God of War 2, but I actually think they'll do it at the Sony event instead, and it will be a release title with the PS5. Also, I think it'll actually be called God of War Ragnarok.
Okay, so Is it a surprising answer like sarcasm? Because we all know how much Will is obsessed with God of War. Is that sarcasm?
I
I
don't know.
It's hard to tell with that text.
I think he's trying to be serious.
No, I think his actual answer is serious about God of War 2, but I think that a surprising answer from me this week is sarcasm. Yeah. So if you read it like I just said it, a surprising answer from me this week, I want to see God of War 2. That's a tone.
Yeah. If they are showing it off, he is absolutely right. They'll keep it for themselves.
Oh yeah, they're not going to show anything at E3, are they? So it's all going to be their own thing. The only thing that you might see at both is something that's cross-platform.
Yeah,
like something like Sony. The Star Wars games and stuff like
that. Are we done on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where the Ragnarok thing comes from, but he's played more of God of War than me.
I think they'll probably subtitle it more than do numbered games. Weren't the originals numbered?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they'll probably do subtitles most likely.
Yeah, because it's not really a reboot as such, because the story kind of continues on. It's in a new era more than anything. Like, the original ones are Greek, Spartan law and stuff like that, and now it's obviously more Viking, Nordic law. Yeah. And that's what Norse law, which is that's what the most recent one is. So,
which is why it'd be called Ragnarok. So that's Norse.
Yeah, I guess. It might allude to something that happens in the game that I've still not finished, because I've now put it down to play Spider-Man instead. Sorry, Will, because he's the one that keeps telling me I need to finish it.
Neil Tiffany says a Crash Team Racing update would be cool. Yes, and any Final Fantasy VII update too. Am I stuck in the past a bit too much? He says.
No, because the Final Fantasy VII thing was the complete remaster, wasn't it? A bit like what they've done with Resident Evil 2 recently. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see them actually get around to finishing that, because it's gone very quiet about that recently, hasn't it?
When's E3 start?
June. 15th of June, maybe.
Crash Team Racing's out on 21st, so I don't know if they'll include anything for that.
It's right. It's mid-June anyway, early to mid-June.
We'll see.
I want them to do Crash Bash. That'd be good.
That will possibly be.
Let them finish Crash Team Racing first. All right.
Yeah. They've gone through all the other games, and Crash Team Racing's next. We'll see.
Yeah, I think but I see what you mean though with the Crash Team Racing thing. Now, I think if we saw an update on Crash Team Racing, it'd probably be between now and E3.
Yeah. Rather than it being during.
Yeah, maybe like a gameplay show off at E3, something like that, because it's cross-platform now, isn't it? So anyone could show it off. Doesn't have to be Sony. So, yeah.
And Glenn Green, Baby G Green 93, Glenn Dolph the Green as well, as Joshua likes to throw in there. Says, I second this Final Fantasy VII update.
I third it.
Joshua, do you fourth it?
I've still not finished it on Switch, so no. But I'll forfeit. Why not? I want to see it.
Okay. HJO1403 says, talk about Madden. I like hearing about Madden.
Thomas has
Madden 20 comes out soon.
Yeah, Thomas has talked about Madden.
Yes.
It'll be EA Play, no doubt. They'll show off yet more shitty... what's their version of the Journey called? Long Shot. They'll show off more shitty long shot stuff. Because... to be fair, I haven't played long shot in Madden 19, but in Madden 18, it was dire. It was just all cutscenes and no play in the game. Was not impressed. You could finish it in 2 hours.
That's my kind of sports game, that.
And he also says, my challenge to the king is still open.
As long as it's all cutscenes, I'll do it.
It's not happening because we already know the results. There's no point in exercising the circumstances. We don't need to. Maybe I'll play a game against him one day.
It doesn't work. Well,
Well,
no,
it does.
Madden-
You just
Madden
need to
works,
understand
I
what's
just don't
happening.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the difference. I understand what's happening, and I still can't play it. So
I'm
The
constantly
thing-
shouting, that's handball.
the thing with Harry is not only does Harry follow the sport and play the game a lot, he also
plays it.
plays the sport a lot.
Yeah.
So it's just like one of those things where he knows it inside out, and he can read what you're doing before you do it. In the same way that we can when we're playing people on FIFA, because we've done that
Yeah.
for years. He can do exactly the same thing on Madden. And
Madness.
there's just no point in even trying, because when I try, I still get battered. I have tried. So yeah. That is it for this week, I think, isn't it? Was there any more? There wasn't any more after that, was there?
No.
Any more for any more? No, that's it. All done.
Cool. On that note, then, if you'd like to get in touch with us and submit your things for incoming or anything such like, you can do so by heading to Twitter and looking for that_king_thing. You can find us on Facebook by searching for That King Thing, and you can go to thatkingthing.com, which is where you will find links to the YouTube page that's eventually going to get taken down because of all the music we keep playing, the Discord channel where you can read lots of spoiler tags and potentially get messaged by sex bots.
Yeah.
And Patreon, where you can choose to support the show. I have realised that I've still not sent out people's coasters who are Patreons for the first part of the year, so those need to go out. I will sort those this week. And I'm in the process of sorting out the next one, which is for Q2, I guess you'd call it, like between now and June. So the next ones
next
are in the
quarter.
works. Yeah, they're in the works. So keep your eyes peeled if you are a Patreon. And that is it for this week. So thank you very much for joining us. And remember to be back next week for episode 160. That is all. So thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.
As with many of your other games, I think this is about to be one of those moments.
Continue.
Has he forgotten how to host a game?
I'm just recovering. I'm recovering from a coughing fit. Excuse me.
Please keep this in.
I'm not keeping it in. It can be an outtake just to embarrass him.
Can it be out in then?
Yeah, it can be an out in, as
Okay.
in outtake in.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Where were we?
You're supposed to be hosting a game.
Oh, yeah. So, 1 minute. I can't breathe properly.
Do you need an
Into the
ambulance?
nose?
Can we carry on
I'm
the
fine.
podcast?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm also crying.
Why are you crying?
Because I've coughed a
for
lot.
today.
Why is she telling me the weather? Did you hear that?
Yeah, here's the forecast for
Siri-
today.
I said you need an ambulance, and she gave me the weather.